season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. To throw on 2nd down. High. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. High.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands what the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Off the play fake. High. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Back to throw. High. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Throwing on 1st down. High. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's got this down to the 35. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Off play action. High. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. But here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Looking to throw. High. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. After 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. High. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options, you made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield? They're eligible too.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
2nd and 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. Culver.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try the left side. Culver. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the third drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A loss of 13 yards brings up third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Tigers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Omaha's offense back out for another series. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
False start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the RPO, he completes it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Hyde. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Canton offense takes over once again.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
In trouble, and he's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Up the middle they go. Culver. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
On first down, Hyde. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Hyde looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Hyde. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Hyde. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff up the middle. Devine. He juked him. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
53 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies are able to widen their advantage.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 18.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Omaha's offense back out for another series.
On first down, Hyde. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Now a give, right side. Devine. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Huskies add 6 to their lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Canton offense takes over once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Culver, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Up the middle they go. Devine.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, Hyde. Touchdown! A great play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Huskies get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a give right side. Culver. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Back to throw here.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. Culver. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second and 4. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Tigers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Hyde.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, following the play here, now we've got an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now on now is the punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. That's the end of the third.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth.
In motion goes Waller. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hyde. There's that man again. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Tigers.
They'll set up a throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. 51 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Devine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 3rd down, Hyde. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Caldwell to about the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down. Hyde working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down. Hyde. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Hyde. And he rifles one incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Huskies are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
2 yards to go.
He'll look to throw.
That one too wide and incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Holding offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they